Testing 1, 2, 3. Looks like we're picking up good. We got this, we got this. So let's see. So right now we are on chapter 6, homework number 16. So we got some vocabulary here. 7 and 6 are factors of 42 because they multiply 42. Alright, so easy. Type the given number as primes. Well, that's 3 times 7. Pretty easy. Find the greatest common factor of 9 and 63. Okay. So we are on number 3. We're trying to find the GCF of 9 and 63. So right away the GCF is 63 because 9 goes into 63. But 63 is 7 times 9, right? And since 9 is 9, 9 needs a 7 to become 63. And the 63 already has every factor that 9 has. So GCF is automatically 63. Uh-oh. Oops, that was dumb. It was 9. This is a lowest common multiple. LCM equals 63. No. Common factors. Factors are 1 times 9 and 1 times 63. 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 21 is 63, and 9 times 1 is 9, and 9 times 7 is 60. So those are common factors. The greatest common factor is 9. Right. It's really easy to mix the GCF and LCM if you're not thinking about it. Right. More GCF. Let's do number 5. Number 5. So 32 is a bunch of 2, so let's go ahead and go 4 times 8, and this is 2 times 2, and 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. 100 is 10 times 10, 2, 5, 2, 5. The common factors between these two is 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 2's, which is GCF equals 4 because they have in common 4. 4 times 8 is 32, and 4 times 25 is 100. So the greatest common factor is 4. All 3 have 3 y's. So 1 to the 3 is a GCF. I hate how it doesn't target the next button. Y to the 2. Oops. Haha. Wrong button. I think I pressed the shift too lightly. And shift. Oh, I pressed the wrong. It's supposed to shift 6. That's what happened. That's it. I did shift 7 on accident. But you can miss it enough times and reset it, and you have infinite guesses, so you'll eventually get this one correct. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. And so they all have at least 3 x's, so GCF is x to the power 3. They all have how many y's? 7, 7, 5. So they all have at least 5 y's, so y to the power 5. Alright. Click on that next button. Factorize the greatest common factor. 4 and 24 both have a GCF of 4. So divide by 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6. 18x and 3 both have a GCF of 3. So 18 divided by 3 is 6, and don't forget the x. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. It's got to be negative. They both have 7 x's. X to the power of 7. The leftover is, if you divide by x to the power of 7, is x plus 9. Oh, they both, 18 and 2 have a GCF of 2, and both of them have 3y, so 2y to the power of 3 is the GCF. 18 divided by 2 is 9. And we remove 3 y's. We have 2 left over. Plus. Ooh, 2y cubed divided by 2y cubed is 1. I think it's 32, but I'm not sure. Okay, that's a tough one. Number 13. Number 13. Looks like I'm crooked. Number 13. 32. That is just 4 times 8, which is a bunch of 2's. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. 98. That is 2 times 49, right? 18, yep. And 7 times 7. What do they have in common? Well, they have a 2 in common. So GCF is 2. Okay. And they both have an x. So an x there. GCF is 2x. And there's no one. Okay, so here we go. We have 2x times 32 divided by 2 is 16. Remove an x. 90 divided by 2 is 49. And remove one of the x's. Whew. There it is. Alright, it's getting difficult. Alright, so number 14. I'm going to do 14 because I didn't really do 13 very well. Didn't show very much work. I'll show a lot of work for number 14. 14. 49x minus 98y plus 49. All these numbers are divisible by 49. And if you divide every term by 49, 49x divided by 49 is x. 98y divided by 49 is 2y. And 49 divided by 49 is 1. And you will distribute to check your work. That's the answer. 49 x minus 2y plus 1 is the answer. I'm going to skip this one. The GCF is y to the power of 8 to number 16. So you have one term here, a second term here. They both have y to the 8 plus 6 in common. The leftover always goes in parentheses, so it's x minus 9 left over. Can I type that in? Y to the power of 8 plus 6, x minus 9. Yep. Looking good. That's the same thing. X plus 2 is a GCF. Same thing. Z to 7 plus 9 is a GCF. This is factor by grouping. Alright. We'll do number 19, which is factor by grouping. So we have x cubed plus 5x squared plus x plus 5. I have a feeling that x plus 5 is going to be in parentheses. So both of these have x squared in common. The first two terms have x squared in common. And the reason why we're doing factor by grouping is because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Anytime you have 4 terms, you must use factor by grouping. When I divide by x squared, I get x plus 5. Copy this parentheses over here, x plus 5. What is the GCF of the right two terms? Nothing, it's just plus 1. So GCF of these two terms that I just created, 1, 2 terms, well, it's x plus 5. X plus 5 is GCF. Leftover always goes in parentheses. That's it. we go. This is the same thing, factor by grouping. Another factor by grouping. Factor by grouping. That has a GCF though for all 4 terms. I should do that one. Let's go back. Yeah, got some lag. This is number 22. So right away, 6, 10, 6, 10, 6, and 10 are all divisible by 2. And they can all be, there's no common letters. So it's going to be 2 times whatever I get when I divide by 2. So 6a squared divided by 2 is 3a squared. 10ab squared divided by 2 is 5ab squared. 6ab divided by 2 is 3ab. And 10 is divided by 2 is 5b cubed. Alright, so I'm looking at these two. They both have an a, so I'm going to GCF the a out. The leftover is 3a plus 5b squared. Copy that over here, 3a plus 5b squared, and then I'm going to ask myself, what's the GCF of the right two terms? Well, the GCF of these two, they both have a b, is clearly b plus b. Let's double check by distribution. B times 3a, 3ab, b times that is b cubed, yep. These two terms, 1, 2, have the 3a plus 5b squared in common, and the leftover goes in parentheses, a plus b. Now, don't forget this 2, which should be part of your answer. If only it can copy my writing on the right side. 3a plus 5b squared, oops, right there, squared, a plus b. That's a big answer. It's a high chance of making a mistake, so be very careful because you don't want to type that over again or you don't want to solve it. This one is shortcut method. So 2 times what equals 6? I'm thinking that's 8. Whoops. Oh man, it's supposed to be x plus 8. Almost getting ahead of myself. Dang it. I didn't mean to click enter. It was an accident. Let's try to hit the shift button. Yeah, giving me the long wait. Long wait. Negative 3 times what equals 33? Well, that's going to be negative 11. Come on, what's taking me so long? Oh my gosh, computers. It's supposed to be fast. Alright, what are they trying to do here? That does not make me happy. Oops. Plus, why can't I just type in plus 4? Whatever. Maybe they, maybe you want. What times what is 2? 1 times 2 is 2. Now, of course, if you didn't know the shortcut method, you would never get it. X squared means use the shortcut method. We're going to skip that one. Negative 9 times negative 1 is negative 10. Negative 9 times negative 9 is negative 8. Adds up. 4 and 3 gives you the 1. 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 gives you the 1. This is special. 1 times 5 is 5, but it adds up to 11 and there's no other combinations. Because there's no other combinations, number 31 is prime. Because every combination that will multiply to make 5 does not add up to 11. 28. 7 and 4 adds up to 11. This one has a GCF. This is number 33. 33. Once again, 33 GCF, 4, 24, 20 are all divisible by 4. And the leftover is 4x divided 4x squared divided by 4 is x squared. 24 divided by 4 is 6. And 20 divided by 4 is 5. Oh, it's 5 plus 1. There you go. And don't forget the 4. Right. Let's see if we can type that in now. 4 times x plus 5 times x plus 1. Done. Excellent. That's another GCF one. It's 4. I bet you that GCF is 6x. That has a GCF of x squared. Waiting. This one has GCF of 5p cubed. And it becomes the same thing. This one has a GCF of -1. Let's do 38. 38. The GCF is -1. And if I divide by, and the reason why GCF is -1 is because the leading term, the highest degree term, must be positive to factor. Otherwise, it's going to give you a hell of a time. So we're just changing the sign of everything. Instead of a plus, it's a minus. Instead of a minus, it is a plus. Now we can just factor this. 19, -19 and -1 adds up to a -20. Let's just, don't forget the -1. Now I'm not going to type in -1, I'm just going to put a negative there. I'm pretty sure if you write -1 it should count still. X minus 19, x minus 1. I'm just typing it this way because that's the more formal way to write the -1 on the front. Is to simplify it to a single negative. Oh, this is a good one. Number 39. Let's go to a new page. 39. Okay, 39. This is 3x squared plus 22x plus 35. And they're telling us that the first one is 3x plus 7, and so the front, let's do this one in green. The front 2 multiplies make 3x squared, so 3x times x equals 3x squared. Next, the last two, 7 times what equals 35, well, 7 times positive 5. And last, the outer and inner, well, the inner is 7x, and the outer is 15x. They add up to 22x, which is the middle. So x plus 5. And you would do it that method because it's only 3 times 1 that equals the front. Oof. That's a tough one, okay. Definitely need to do number 40. Need a new page for that. Let's scroll down a little bit. And one more. Right. Number 40. Alright, this one, this is the full Monty. This is the full factoring method. This is the full factorial trinomial of the worst case scenario. Okay. So what we have here is a product and the sum. The product is 4 times 9, which is 36. The sum is the b, which is 15. What times what is 36 and adds up to 15? Well, it's not 1 times 36, but it's probably 4 times 9. 4 times 9 is 36, and wait, no, it doesn't add up to 15. It's 13. Ooh, didn't get it. Let's try a lower than that. 3 times 12. 3 times 12 is 36, and adds up to 15. Ooh, took me 2 tries. Alright, so it is 3 and 12. 3 and 12. So we are going to rewrite this 15c as a 3c plus 12c. And that's what we did. Okay, now I'm going to GCF these two. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. 4 terms means factor by grouping. The first two has a c in common, which gives me 4c plus 3. And copy that over here. 12c and 9 both have a GCF of, I'm guessing a plus 3. Let's double check. 3 times 4 is 12, and 3 times 3 is 9. Got it. GCF of 2 terms is 4c plus 3. The leftover is c plus 3. Let's type that answer in. plus 3, c plus 3. Whew, got it. A lot of stuff going on here, really high chance of making a mistake. This problem will take you a long time. Alright, 10, 15, and 10, 15, and 10 has a GCF of 5, so now it narrows it down to A and B. Only A and B have a GCF 5 taken out. Next, well, let's see. The middle is -4. I mean, the inner is -4. The outer is 1. -4 plus 1 is -3. -3 times 5 is -15. Not that one's gonna be this one. Yep, +3. 15 is gonna be A. I don't think this problem's gonna be it's gonna be a big deal because you can always FOIL those. All right, so this should be pretty easy. 5x times x equals 5x squared, and the last is 2 times 3 equals 6. I did this problem, a similar problem like this before, so another easy one. So 5x times what equals 25x squared? Well, 5 times what equals 75? 25? No, 15. 5 times 15 is 75. No, yes, yes. 15x. Okay. And 3 times -1 is -3. Ooh, that was a bit, because of the big numbers, that was kind of difficult. But not crazy hard. Once again, 10 times what equals 50? Well, 10 times 5 is 50. 1 times what is -3? 1 times -3 is -3. Ooh. I think that's going to be 10 and 1. It's not prime. So first of all, it's 2x space 2x plus x plus 4. Okay. First of all, the reason why I know it's 2x times x is because there's no other combination to get. Oh, 2s. I did that. S. The reason why 2s times s is because there's only one combination to get 2s squared. And 5 is only one combination, there's 1 and 5. Now we just do outer inner. The inner is 1, the outer is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11, so I know that's right. Normally I would write that on paper, but kind of in a hurry. Same problem. Ooh, that one's a very large number. Very large number. Okay, I'm gonna do this one, and then I'll cut it off. I'll end it here. Let's see. Yeah, this is pretty humongous problem because of the large number 50 and the 14. Very large numbers. Okay, so we need to figure out. First of all, there's no GCF. We need to figure out what the product is. Well, 50 times 14. 50 times -14 is -700, I think. 14, 7. Yep, 700. Whew. And we gotta get -15 out of that. Alright, that's humongous, okay? So right away we'll start with let's go with +7 minus 100 equals -93. I need to start off with an easy one because this is pretty tough. Okay, what about 10? 10 times -70 is -700 and adds up to -60. So I'm getting closer, I'm going in the right direction. What about 20? 20 times -35. Basically, I took a 2 away from 70 and I gave it to the 10. That's how it works. Oh my god, I got it. -15. 20 times -35 multiplies to -700, and we got -15. Wow. Didn't take me too long. 50x squared. Let's do this one in blue. 20 minus 35 is going to be -15x. Alright. First two terms definitely has a GCF of 10. X. The leftover is 5x plus 2. Copy that 5x plus 2. And the GCF of 35 and 14, negative 35 and negative 14 is negative 7, because negative 7 times 5 is negative 35, and negative 7 times 2 is negative 14. These two terms have a 5x plus 2 in common. The leftover is 10x minus 7. Whew. That was a humongous problem. There you go. Nice work. Thank you very much. This one, definitely, you have to GCF. No, you have to put it in the correct order. It's in the wrong order. Huh. 48's in the wrong order. That one looks pretty simple. That one's a difficult one. Number 50 is a very difficult one. 40 and 45. Yeah, humongous numbers. Dang it. Amazing. Let's do that one. Let's do number 50. Number 50. Alright. We had 40 and 45. Jeez, those are large numbers. Okay. The product. The product of 40 times 45. 40 times 45. 4 times 5 is 20, carry the 2. 4 times 4 is 16, 17, 18. Jeez. 1800, and we need to get 97. Whew. Let's start with 18 times 100, which is 118. They add up to 118. So I am pretty close. I need to be higher than 18. So if I take give it a 3, take a 2. So 18 is 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times what equals 1800? Whew. So I gave it a 3, took a 2, so 800 divided by 2 is 50, times 3 is 150. Jeez. What is that? 6 times 3. Wait, that's wrong. I mean, not wrong. Hell. Wait. This is prime. There's no way I can get lower than that 118. Wait, what the hell? Did I do something wrong? I went the wrong way. I went 162. Wrong way. I need to go higher than 18. Sheesh. Alright, 18 times 2 is 30. 18 times 2 is 36. 100 divided by 2 is 50. So I've moved the 2 from the 100 to the 18. So 36 times 50 is 1800, and they add up to 86. Right, 36, 86. So now I'm looking, it's between these two numbers right here. 97 between those two, so it's between 18 and 36. I mean, think of a number between 18 and 36. Let's try 12 times 2, which is 24. If 12 times 2 is 24, that means I took 2 away from the 150. 150 divided by 2 is 75. 24 plus 75. 5 plus 4 is 9. 7 plus 2 is 9. 99? Dang it. Alright, so now it is between these two values right here. Now we are getting closer. We're doing the hunting method. We're getting closer and closer. It is between 86 and 99. 97 is between 86 and 99, but it's very close to 99. That means it's very close to 24, which is probably going to be 25, to be honest. 25 is 5 times 5. So we're taking 4 times 18. 4 times 6, 4 times 18. So or I could just say 1800 divided by 25 is $1.75 is how many quarters? 7 quarters? That gives me 50, so I need 72. Jeez. 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7. 25 and 17. Jeez. Alright, here we go. 4dx squared plus 25 plus 72 equals 97. Oops, black. Plus 45. Alright. 40 and 25 both have a 5, and they both have an x. The leftover is 40 divided by 5 is 8, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. And I automatically remove next. Copy the 8x plus 5 over here. GCF of 72 and 45 is 9. 9 times 8 is 72, 9 times 5 is 45. Looks good. Both of these have an x plus 5 in common. Leftover is 5x plus 9. Whew. I don't think this will be a test question. This will never be a test question. This is something that'll take you half an hour to solve, a ridiculous amount of time, because of the large number. You must use, to solve this question, you must use a calculator. You'll need a calculator. Otherwise, it takes too long. You need to use a calculator. Otherwise, this figuring it out will take you too long, because you have to test so many numbers. Alright, did I check my answer yet? Yeah, okay. 51, 28 times 11 is very large too. That's not so bad. There's a GCF of 2, it looks like. That has a GCF of 4, not too bad. That one has GCF negative 1, not bad. And this one has a GCF of x. So the rest are not so bad. I did the hardest ones here, so the rest should not be too much of a problem. I'm going to upload this, and hopefully this gets done in time.